Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to be closing out my January budget for this month and looking at how much I saved and also how much I spent. So when we get into this, the first thing I want to do is just have a look at this one. I'm just going to pop that off for a second. So on one of my last videos you would have seen that there were 3 days in between my payday, and rather than doing another one of these weekly expense trackers, I decided to just use a half sheet instead. So I tracked how much I put into savings and other things here, and the only thing that came out was £5 from my birthday budget, because there was a birthday that I had to give some money for. So one of the first things that I want to do is check my personal one, and I'm going to take this out because we didn't spend it. And then also we have some money left over. So this is all money that was left over from January's pay. So I tend to do a zero-based budget, but I normally leave a significant sort of cushion in there, nothing too big, with the goal of not using it. And then anything that's left over from that cushion I take out at the end once I've been paid my next pay for the following month, and I'll divide it into savings and sinking funds. So we have 15 left over from personal. So we've got 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 55, 65, 70, 85, 90, 105. So there's 105 left over for January's bills and other things that was not spent. So what I did was I did go ahead and have a look at how much was there and then where we were going to be breaking it up to. So one of the first things that I looked at, we'll go backwards I think, and one of the first ones is debt. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out these cards. So we don't need these, so we need debt. And we don't need these ones. Christmas we need, and then emergency as well, which I've still got some in there, I haven't taken it out, and savings is in that one too, so we'll have a look at that in a second. So debt is the first one I'm going to do, and that is just going to get 20, so I might give it 2 10s. Okay, and that's that one done, so we don't need to worry about that one anymore. And then we'll come back to that one. So emergency I've got in front of me, and I need to drop these into the bank. So emergency is going to get 40, and I'm going to give it 2 10s and a 20. There we go. I'm just going to try and slide it so these queens go at the front. There we go. So there's emergency fund now. And we'll pop that up there. Christmas is going to get 30. Now. Okay. So I might do... I'm going to take the 10 out of here, I think. So there's the 10 back, and then 10 for that. And then there's the extra. So there's 10 there, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to spread it into that one. And then one of the things I just want to quickly do is flick 2 trackers, and I'm going to mark off 30 as well. Yep, okay. And then the last one then is savings, and savings is going to get 15, and that is just kept in here because these are other envelopes that I use to track sort of joint expenses and goals that we both sort of save towards, so it's not just for me. So I'm going to pop that in there, and then that's those done. So next thing we need to do is, we'll come back to this in a second, I'm just going to flick to the start, which is here, and I'm going to grab these, and you'll see here it lists what we had before, so at the start of December, and we're just going to go ahead and list what we've got now. So debt had 40, and now it's got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, so it's definitely gone up. Okay, so let's fill this in here. So debt now has 90. Fuel always stays the same at the end of every month, and I know it has it, so I'm just going to go ahead. I don't even think I put it on here. No, I didn't. It ends with 15 at the end of every month. YouTube, it started with 5 and it ends with 5 because I've used the money that was in there actually and then added more. Work doesn't go on there because it's more of a cash envelope. Beauty is sinking fund. It had 25 and it's now got 30. Okay, it's had a little bit more into it. And then car maintenance, 120, and it's now full, ready to pay the tax, I believe. So it's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160. So that's all ready to go. 160. So that's great. Birthday started with 40 and I have spent 5. It's now got 20, 40, 60, 70. So that's great. So I'm going to flick those into there. So birthday now has 70, so that's gone up too. So that's good. Personal doesn't go on here because it's a cash envelope. Christmas, it started with 0 because it was new. So now it's got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140. And I'm thinking about setting up a savings for this online and just transferring the money there and not keeping as much in here, because I don't usually like to keep a lot of money all in one place. So that's now got 140, and then the last two are kind of tricky. Savings I can do because this one was for a savings goal which we met, so I'm not going to count that one for now, but I am going to count my next savings goal, which now we have completed enough for the blinds. It's to get the drive done, and we have got, oops, that's better. So we've got 20, 30, 45, so 45 in this one, which isn't too bad because I did save 50 but it went towards the blinds. So that's got 40, An emergency fund is tricky because we have got in here 20, 40, 60, yeah, 70, 80, 3. There's 3 here. So put that in there like that. So we have 83, and then we're going to add what's in the account right now, which at the minute there is a grand total of 791.56, which equals £874.56. So that's pretty good. So now I'm going to pop this out for a second, and I'm going to flick back to this sheet. So now I can work out exactly how much I saved for all of these as well. I've just listed the 5 kind of main ones here. So we've got that, and I'm going to just minus 626, 30. So we've got £248.26. So that's good. Christmas is easy to do because it didn't have anything before, so that's just 140. Car maintenance, it had 160 at the end, and it had 120 to start with, so just 40 there. Debt, left with 90, it started with 40, so 50 there. And then birthday ended with 70. I'm going to minus what it started with, which was 40, and that gained 30. So now I can see exactly how much was saved in these main ones here. So they were all kind of a positive, which is great. So I'm going to take this, and now I'm going to just quickly highlight the ones that increased the most. So that went up, beauty went up, savings went up, Christmas, birthday, car maintenance, and debt. I'm not going to do this one because it stayed the same. And then next I just want to work out how much we actually saved. So I'm thinking I'm going to just add up these as we go along. So I can see here I saved 5 for that one, for beauty. And then emergency fund was this amount, so I'm just going to add the 248.26. And then beauty we've just done, so savings got 40, so I'll add 40. Christmas got 140. Birthday got 30. And then car maintenance got a total of 40. And then debt got a total of 50. So just from these, in the sense of what I actually put in for everything, I saved a total of £553.26. I did save a little bit more than this actually, because if you remember correctly at the start, I don't think it's on this side, I also saved 200 towards house savings, and that's already accounted for, so I don't need to worry about that one. But I also saved an additional 50 towards saving goals. So I could here add 250 as well, which would give me a total of £803.26. And some of this is not just from my pay, it's from things that I sold on Marketplace, it's from interest, because I actually earned a bit of interest on my emergency fund, because I do keep this in a bank account, and it is worth it because while it's sitting in an envelope it's not gaining anything, whereas if you put it in a bank account it will. Might not be a lot, but the more you put in the more you earn. And also some of them, they have like a sort of condition where if you don't withdraw from it you earn double interest on top, so it is worth doing, especially if you're going to accumulate a large amount of savings. So that is really good for me. And then the only other thing I wanted to do was just calculate how much I spent personally. Some weeks I didn't spend anything, which is great. Let's pop that back in. So here I spent some money on, that came out of YouTube, and that was Christmas. Oh, okay, so I spent £2 there. Okay, and then I spent £5 on a scratch card as well. So 5 add 8, 10 add, okay, so add 5, add 370, okay, add, and then I'm just going to add the total here, so 3180. And that was in additional emergency fund. And then I don't think I had, that was a no spend week, and I didn't spend anything here. So total 5360, which is really good. So that is my last bit done there. And then the only other thing that I did as well was I did go ahead and write these in, stick these stickers in at the end, just so I've got an idea for February. And that's just because I wanted to put things that are coming up, which I have got Valentine's to pay for, my weekly budget goal next. I think a weekly budget goal needs to be mainly food, because I think I've got like, out of all of it, I've got McDonald's, KFC, food again. So I'm going to put for a goal here, spend less on food, or at least try and stay in budget. And then we'll see how it goes and I'll reflect on it at the end. Be committed. Let's see how that goes. So upcoming things that I just wanted to look out for next month was Valentine's, definitely. And then the only other thing as well I do need to think about is back pay, because I should be getting back pay next month. I know I did mention that I got some in January, which I did, but we should get it split over 2, so I should get some next month as well, which will be good. So that is that done. And I think that's it for this video. I've closed out this now, so I don't need to worry about those. And I have sorted all of this. These have already been ticked off, so that's great. So I think that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope some of the little hints and tips helped as well. If you have any questions about your budget or anything that you're not sure of about mine, then please let me know in the comments. Other than that, I hope you have a really good week and stay safe, and I will speak to you all again soon. Bye.